more than capable. Ear infections aren't caused from flying. They're from a buildup of bacteria. So, no.
Okay, okay. Another question here. How does she feel that Ash called her a bad mother?
No comment. I just don't give a fuck.
Okay. Are you still
It's
good with
Ash Trevino.
yeah. Are you still good with ROTC boy Santos?
He's cool or whatever.
Okay. So are you and Val roommates now? Like roomies?
No,
Yay.
I just moved to my new apartment. She's actually leaving back to Dallas at the end of the month. She's just staying with me for a bit, which I don't have any problem hosting a friend.
Mm. They said, how does she feel that Ash said everybody was sleeping with everybody? Is that true?
No,
Because there's word on the street that you're with GTA or something like that. So I just
no,
want.
I've never slept with DJ, and he'll confirm that. That's fucking weird. No, I was
Okay.
with Chairs the whole weekend.
Now, also, GTA did mention once that he said that 2K was zesty because you showed him a video, something along the lines that 2K
I
had some.
did show GTA and Ruben and Ray in the car when I first met them. I did show them a video of, I mean, not a video, a picture, but it wasn't, how are they saying, revenge corn? It wasn't anything like that. It was, a picture that was already leaked before that I got sent to me. So somebody sent me a picture that was like, look, his picture got leaked. And then I just showed them that. It's not something that was from our personal whatever relationship and I showed them a picture. No,
Yeah.
it was already all over the internet.
Damn. So, but my question is, why would you show all those dudes that? Like, what was the point of
We were
that?
having a conversation and it seemed fitting because they were asking why he always goes online calling me a bop and calling me an e-score and all this stuff. And I'm like, look, how can he call me all these things when this is him online? And I was just showing them the picture.
Interesting analysis. They said, ask her why doesn't she encourage Val to go home and find work over there and be closer to her kids?
I encourage Val to do what she's an adult. She's a mother herself. I support what she thinks is a good idea. If she's asking for my advice, I'll give it to her. But if she's not asking, then I'm gonna let her do what she thinks is best. She's her own person at the end of the day. And she is going back to Dallas at the end of the month, which I had a conversation with her about. We planned our whole month out. So yeah, I mean, I encourage her in ways that I can, but she's her own person, as is everyone.
Yeah, okay. Now, do you have like you have an own apartment or you just kind of like hotel to hotel kind of thing, Airbnb?
No, I'm on a lease. This is my apartment. This is the game room. Val's sleeping, so I didn't want to be in my apartment. But I just moved to a bigger unit.
Oh, okay, okay. Now, do you do cooking a lot or you just or you do DoorDash
I eat out every day.
oh, like hamburger, like Ash's kind of food, like bean dips and
No, not junk food. This is literally like all protein. Like this is steak, mashed potatoes.
yeah.
No junk food. Okay, I eat In-N-Out sometimes. I'm gonna learn how to cook when like I'm a wifey, you know?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Okay.
Yeah. Guys, you need two hand hearts.
They said, can you ask her about using a secondhand car seat that had rips in it? What's that about?
Yeah, so he came on here and said that I don't even know how the conversation started. He said something about I'm sorry, I don't know how it started, so I'm trying to just figure it out. Okay, so basically he wasn't around my whole pregnancy and then he was there for the birth. He wanted to be there for the birth. So I was like, okay. So then like a week before the birth, we were spending time together. Like I was at his Airbnb and you would think during that time, since he wanted to be there for the birth, you would think he would be like, hey, is there anything Winter doesn't have that you need? Maybe because he's like such a good dad, right? He's so helpful,
excellent.
so giving. You know, you would think he'd be like, hey, like, you know, is there anything that you don't have that maybe that he needs? But he never asked that. So he was mad that somebody had given me a car seat to take my son home in because you have to take your baby home in a car seat. It's like standard. And he just didn't like how the car seat looked. I guess he didn't like that it wasn't brand new or something. But if he was so worried about it, he could have just bought his own son.
That one?
Yeah, that's the car seat.
Oh,
and
okay.
so it's not like anything was wrong with it. But yeah, I mean, my friend gave it to me. It was literally last minute. Like, so yeah, if he had such a problem with it, he could have literally just been like, bought him a new one. But I mean, he has all this money, but he didn't want to buy anything for his son. That was the whole thing that it like led up to be. He never bought anything for Winter leading up, not even a diaper, not even a wipey. I had to literally like argue with him just to buy a pack of diapers the first day we came back home from the hospital. So
Well, didn't you say you were
he
well
used to
off?
be this like amazing giving dad, but he couldn't even
Yeah.
buy his own son diapers. Like it was so weird.
Yeah, and I'm
And it
trying to
wasn't
keep it.
because, and I'm not trying to clock anybody on being broke. It wasn't because he couldn't. He definitely could have. He just didn't want to because he didn't want to do anything that would help me out. Because if he had to make my life easier to provide something for his son, that would have been a fucking problem. So that's what it was.
Yeah, and I want to keep it neutral because I know you see me sometimes go live with him, but I'm always gonna be neutral as possible. But didn't you just say earlier in the like when we were talking that you had some sort of sugar daddy that left you pretty well set? So why did he need to provide if you were kind of already well off?
I mean, is the sugar daddy the dad to my son, or is he?
well, I
So
mean,
whose responsibility is a child then?
true,
Some
true.
randoms?
That is true, but if you're financially pretty well off from that sugar daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Then we can share financial responsibilities.
Interesting analysis. Okay.
We both share the child.
Yeah. Okay. Another question here. Does she miss the family she had with 2K?
Me?
Yeah, like do you miss
We
like
were
the
never a family. So what is there to miss? He was a horrible boyfriend to me. There's nothing to fucking miss. I literally hated myself because of him.
for real?
Hated myself. Yes, he made me hate myself.
Well, that's not good. That's not healthy. Okay. What about like
I'm
the
out of that. It's been years.
yeah? So what about like the relationship with his mom and the sister? Because I remember interviewing 2K and he
I
said
have no relationship with them. They've never really done anything, or the only thing they've ever like done is like talk shit about me online. They've never offered me anything. They never talked to me about my son. They never reached out. They never apologized. They've never tried to be cordial. We just don't talk. They've just talked shit about me constantly online. They stalked me.
Okay. Now when I interviewed 2K, I asked him a question and I said, because I like to think of the positive things, and I said, can you name one positive thing that you liked about Brianna? You know what I'm saying? And he told me. So now I want to ask you, is there one positive thing that you enjoyed about him before it got ugly?
There was never anything positive or good about our relationship. It was horrible from the beginning to the end. He was
There has to be one positive,
I'm
like
not exaggerating
one
when I
thing,
say
just
that.
one thing you liked about the young man.
I'd have to think really hard.
Damn.
I can't.
okay.
I'm sorry. I can't. Like honestly, I can't. I don't. Y'all have no idea the things that we went through. I don't have anything good to say.
Okay, thank you so much, 2K, for the galaxies. I appreciate that, my brother. Okay, now is there any rumors you would like to debunk about your parenting that's going around? Because there's always a bunch of rumors about
I
your
just
parenting.
don't give a fuck what people think about my parenting. Real life. I don't live my life on social media. I have a real life outside of social media. When I click end live, like my life goes on.
Okay. Now, outside of all the drama and stuff, do you think he is a good dad?
What'd you say?
Do you think like he's a good father? Because I know you could be like a TikTok
He
dad.
raised his son. His mom does. I can't even judge his parenting. What parenting does he do?
But is that bad though? Like if you had the outlet if your mom or parents could do the same, wouldn't you do
My
that?
mom can. I just don't ask her to.
Interesting analysis. Okay. Does she want Winter full time, or the 7 days out of the month is working for her? Ideally.
Well, I take him full time.
Okay. Do you cover insurance for Winter?
We share it.
50-50. Okay. Now, somebody here said, does she really think she's trying her best at being a mom, or is she just a babysitter?
I'm definitely not a babysitter. Like, no, there's no way.
Chloe, thank you so
When my
much.
son's with me, and I'm not talking shit about him having help. When my son's with me, I take care of him full time, just me. I wake up with him, I put him to bed, I change him. Everything is me, and him.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fucking babysitter. If anything, he's a fucking babysitter. A babysitter with a babysitter.
They're saying, ask her about Frank Grant. Who the flag in Dublin is that?
I literally have no idea. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm being serious.
Okay. They said, ask her why she never used the 1,500 2K sent her to buy the baby stuff he needed. Example, a car seat.
My son had everything he needed. And 1,500 wasn't enough for everything. I bought him an outlet sock monitor.
Uh-huh.
I bought him like a monitor outlet camera, so it was a set. That was already like 800, just that. Then I bought him, and all this stuff was at my house the day we got home from the hospital. He said I had nothing. He kept saying she had nothing for winter when we got home from the hospital. Not true. I had everything. It just wasn't set up because the few days before I was supposed to give birth, he was supposed to come to my house and help me set everything up. But he got in a fight with me and started calling me a bitch and all this shit when I was pregnant. So he never came to my house and set that shit up for me. So he needs to stop saying that I didn't have anything for my son. I did. It just wasn't set up because he was supposed to come help me do it, and he never did. So yeah, I had diapers. It was all, yes, it was not set up. It was all over the floor. It was like, I was trying my best to like set it up, whatever. And, but no, he had wipes, diapers, clothes, swaddles, bottles. He had everything, cameras, outlet stock, everything he fucking needed, a bassinet, literally everything.
Damn. What about here? Because I'm reading the court documents. She also attempted to transfer $3,000 from my Bank of America account September 23, but I was alerted by my bank by suspicious activity. Is that true?
No, I have no idea what he's talking about.
And I'm just so you know, I'm just reading off the court documentations here.
My court docs.
You know, I'm a lawyer here. Okay. So let me see what else. So, why when I asked you if there's one positive thing, you said there was nothing that from the start. So then why did you date him, and why did you even give him a baby if there was from the start, if it was so bad?
I was bored.
You were what?
Bored.
So if I'm bored, I'm gonna start popping out babies? I mean, I can, but I'm saying I would do it with the female?
Where our son wasn't planned. We were just doing adult things, and that's what happens sometimes.
Litchi Black. Okay. Damn. Let me see. They said 2K asked in the comments to ask her how much is insurance.
Why do I need to talk about my son's insurance to a bunch of strangers? Does he not know the answer?
I'm not too sure. I was just kind of going off the comments here.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
The insurance I had to beg him to get.
So was winter not a positive thing though to come out of the relationship? You would say?
What'd you say?
Is winter not a positive thing though that came out of the relationship?
Yes, it's the only positive thing that came out of that. Literally nothing else.
Okay. Chat, the miscarriage tattoo. She said that allegedly she did talk about it on Snapchat or something like that.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Well, where's my other phone?
Okay. Let me see. Let me just make sure I finalize all the questions here. And shout out to my Discord too, chat. Y'all did a good job.
Guys, we're almost at 50K on Snapchat, so we're very close to monetizing.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody that helped donate too as well. Thank you so much, MVP.
I answered everything honestly. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, thank you. Damn.
Of course, for money. Duh. Apparently, I'm a gold digger. I know they've been wanting me to go on live with you for a minute, Poncho. That was crazy.
Yeah, I feel like we got a lot of good information out there.
We just clocked some shit or whatever you want to call it. Fuck it. We did the thing.
Damn. Somebody said, was she upset that she got the wrong gender at first? There was a wrong gender at first?
Yeah, they told me it was a girl at first, and then I went to Paris to do my gender reveal, and yeah. I wasn't upset. No. I was thrown off for sure. Okay. But I couldn't imagine my son being anything but a boy. Like, I can't imagine having a girl just because I have winter.
Yeah. They said, if 2K wins custody, how often do you plan to visit your child?
I'm not even going to answer that because that's a stupid-ass fucking question.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah, it was just like, I wasn't upset. It was thrown off. I told my whole family it was a girl. Like, they bought shit for a girl, and then we found out it was a boy, so it was weird.
Okay. I'm just kind of curious, where did the name Winter come from? It's a nice name.
I'm not gonna lie, I literally just heard somebody say the name Winter one day, and I was like, oh, that's a cool name. And then I was like asking people if they thought if people would like think it was weird, but they said it's gender neutral, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you picked it on, then 2K just agreed?
I picked it out. He didn't have any say in it. He didn't talk to me my whole pregnancy, so how would he have any say?
They said ask her why she didn't fill out the Medicaid form if it's free.
It's not that I didn't fill out any forms. He hadn't even gone to any of his appointments, so how would he know that? That was like the first appointment he had ever went to. And when we got there, we were supposed to set things. It was like a 2 or 3 month appointment, very early on. And he was like, no, don't fill anything out. I'll pay for it. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay for it. Don't fill any paperwork out. I'm like, okay. And then he paid for it. And then he didn't, I guess, I don't know what happened, but then the hospital hit me up like a month later and was like, hey, like there's still a balance. And I'm like, I thought he paid for it. They're like, no, he didn't pay for it. So there was like a $700 balance. I had to dispute it. I had to call them. I texted him about it. I said, hey, can you, figure it out? If not, like, I'll help you figure it out. And he never said anything about it. He never wanted to. He swears he's fucking like useful and helpful, but it's not the fucking case literally at all.
Damn.
Like at all. I have the messages. I think they're on this phone or this phone. I don't remember.
Somebody asked here, what does she have planned long term? Does she plan on doing a social media thing forever or monetarily wise?
I'm gonna be a housewife and pay no bills, done.
They said ask her about Addison Rae's dad. What the flag in Dublin is that about?
Oh yeah, I met him at a content house in Hollywood one day, and he let me drive his G-Wagon.
Did you get the...
No, he tried to take me to Mexico though.
Oh.
He was cool. I mean, we just drank together, and then we made some videos and started some shit up online, and that was it.
Yeah. What's your nationality, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
My mom's Mexican, my dad's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. So you're okay, mixed there. Okay.
He did that with Ava Luis. Yeah, he did the same thing with Ava, but I think she actually slept with him.
Oh.
I love Ava though.
They said ask her why she enjoys saying the N-word. You enjoy saying the N-word?
I've said it in like a song, but the song said it. I didn't say it. I was just singing the song.
Very interesting analysis. Okay. They said, does she think she's gonna attract the man that she wants by being involved in drama?
I don't live my whole life trying to please and attract men, so I don't care.
I feel like I haven't seen you single though. Like I feel like you went from like Chairs to another barber, and then like from Santos, from like to GTA. Like you've been kind of like.
Okay, I was never with Santos or GTA. I collabed with them.
Collaboration.
Yeah, like made videos and hung out. And we were in a group setting, all of us.
And that collaboration never led to.
Nope, it did not. Okay, I may not ever really like. You're right. I haven't been single in a while. True.
Why is it though that you don't like? How come like? I wouldn't say you need a guy's satisfaction, but like, why haven't you just considered maybe like working on yourself and being single?
I don't need to work on myself, and I like attention. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, at least you're honest about it. You know, you like the attention. Okay, that makes sense. Because some people you do better if you're single. You could work on yourself mentally. You know what I'm saying? You could learn how to cook.
Fine.
Huh?
I'm still fine whether I'm dating somebody or not.
So you have a lot of self-love, you would say.
Oh, I love myself. That boy made me hate myself so fucking much. That's why I love myself so much now. I love myself too much now.
So I don't know if I should ask
if it
this
bothers people, if you think it's cocky, if you think it's too much, if it's too much for you to handle, oh, I'm fucking sorry. Like, it's new to me.
Yeah.
So that's all that it is. Exactly, Tracy. It's not called narcissism. You should love yourself. You definitely should. God, I fucked this up. I'm eating today. I have a lot to do tonight. Somebody said your nose job made you love yourself. It did. Why do you think I got it?
You have a nose job?
I did get a nose job after I had my son.
Oh, where'd you get it at? Mexico?
Beverly Hills. What is he watching?
I'm watching. They sent me a 4K clip of you saying the. Hold on, let me see. Is this?
Bro, what the fuck?
Hold on. No, it's because my Discord works harder than the FBI. Hold on, let me just see. Is this correct here? What is this? Was that you?
I don't know. There's like a bunch of people on our section.
Hold on. I think maybe my.
What did I say? Like, wait, what did I say? Can you repeat what I said?
I can't repeat what you said, but I can go ahead and play it again in 4K. Hold on, let me see. Let me see it.
I said what I said. I don't know. I was drunk.
You said beat day N-word.
Oh, I said happy V-Day N-word?
That didn't seem like a song to me.
Oh, it sounded like an expression then. My bad.
Nah, you good. You good. I was just kind of curious there. Okay. Damn. They said Val wants to fight Wendy. What's that about?
Well, Wendy was talking about her, so Val likes to fight. She's a crash out.
You have any beef with Wendy?
I have no beef with Wendy, literally at all.
Oh, okay. So that's just Val. Okay. Okay.
No, two separate things.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think I got everything out the way. I appreciate your time, Miss Bree.
Yeah, of course, Poncho. It's nice talking to you finally.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And in the future, if anything else comes up, you know what I'm saying, I'll let you, you know, we'll do another little interview.
Okay, well, have a good day, Poncho.
All right. You take care now.
Yes, I will. Thanks.